guys, it's Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood guitar here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a car from GAC. Some people know it as Trump Chi, here we know it as GAC. GAC? Yeah, you know me. Guys, before I get started, let me just go ahead and let you know that I am not a car expert, but I love cars just like you guys. And what I like to focus on is the close-up features. I like to take a look at what's on the dash. I like to take a look at all of the buttons. I like to take a look at the vehicle, and that's what I want to share with all of you. Alright, so this is what the key fob looks like. You can see we've got a couple of buttons over here, and yes, by the way, we've got remote start too, so it comes with this vehicle. What we're going to do is we're going to walk around, take a look at the design, talk about the features from the outside, and then we're going to go inside the car. So from the front, you can see this is what the grille looks like. Again, I like to take my time just showing you the vehicle so you can soak up the design. Also, if you get real close, you can see that under the G, we've got a camera. Yes, we've got a front-facing camera. In fact, we have not 4, but 6 cameras, and I'll explain why in just a moment. We've also got the sensors around the vehicle over here. And you'll also notice these headlamps. So these headlamps, there are a couple of things to mention. First of all, you'll see that it says Trump Chi over here. In this part of the world, we know this is GAC as the overall brand. We've also got, these different accents. So it looks like you got that silver, like inside the headlamps. You've got these square designs as well. And then around here, this is really cool because this ends up looking like crystal. So it's got that crystal effect. And as you can see, it also says GAC full LED technology. And by the way, you've also got automatic headlights. So that's pretty cool. Now, you've also got a number, as I mentioned, of the different sensors. But if you look down here, you've got holes for the gratings, and so for the air intake as well. You've also got the fog lamps, you've got the area right over there so that you can tow your vehicle. Take a look at the side profile. This is what it looks like. And in regards to the rims, you've got 19-inch dual color alloy wheels. Yep, this is what they look like. They actually look not bad, man. They look pretty good, don't you think? You'll also see that you've got Continental tires that come standard with this vehicle, and these are the Conti Sport Contact. And let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit so that we can take a look at the side mirrors. Now remember I said that you have 8 cameras, or actually 6 cameras instead of the 4? The reason is because we've actually got 2 on each mirror. So if we go ahead and again, just zoom in real quick, you'll see that we've got 1 camera right over here. We've also got another camera right over here. Now, one is for the bird's eye view. Yes, bird's eye view comes with this vehicle too, but also the other is for the automatic driving features, which I'll be talking about in just a second. And believe it or not, this vehicle can also seat, or has 3 rows, so you can seat 2 in the front, of course, maybe 3 in the middle, and 2 or maybe 3 in the back as well. If we look at the back over here, you can see that this is how the brake lights look. I actually like the way that it looks. Of course, it bleeds over to the edge, like most modern cars do. You can see that Trump Chi hidden in there too. You've got over here the GS8 logo. It says 320T. This is a 2.0 turbo I 4-wheel drive, 198 horsepower at 5,200 RPM, 320 Newton meters of torque, and yeah, it gets between at 1,750 to 4,000 RPM. In regards to the vehicle, you've also got a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it also has paddle shifters as well as Tiptronic. So let's go ahead, and you can see also, by the way, that you've got those lights over there, you've got the wipers, and you've also got an automatic trunk opener. So all we need to do is just simply tap on the button to open this up automatically. And it opens, and as it opens, you hear the beeping. So when we get closer up, after we've opened up the trunk, you can see that we got this case over here. This also comes with the vehicle as standard. Let's open this up. Let's see what we get. Boom, you got your fire extinguisher. You got your utility tools. You can inflate, and then you've got some other stuff, maybe like a first aid kit. Also, this is attached by Velcro, but if I was going to lift this up, you can see that over here, if we lift this up, we've got some tools as well, like our jack. Subjack, and you've also got some space so that you can store some other stuff too. Alright, so if we go ahead and take a look at the left over here, we've got a latch, and this is where this is what you're going to need if you want to put some nets over here. Let's see if you've got a pet, for example. If you're going to go, let's say, to the beach or something, going to go camping, boom, you've got an outlet over here, so you can open up the back and listen to some music. You can also see that this is where the third row is, and the way that you lift up the seats is by pulling that, and I'll show you in just a second. However, you can see that you've also got the seat belts right over here. And you've also got, what can I mention? Of course, the cup holders, and you've also got AC in the back too. Of course, you also got a light. So yeah, there you go, the light. Let's go ahead and lift this up. All we need to do is pull this, and once it's pulled once, it'll lock into this position, as you can see. This is how much space you're going to end up having in the back once you've used this third row. Not only do you have the automatic opening, but also automatic closing. All right, gives you a little beep beep. You saw that rear camera as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the middle row. All right, so we've opened up the rear as well. And now you can see with the doors, you've got, this rubberish material over here. Got this faux wood with this metallic looking accent as well. You've also got this like suede-ish fabric over here. It's got like a suede. And then this area over here, this is leather. So they say that it's got a full leather interior. Over here for these accents, this is plastic over here. And then you've also got your speakers. And the sound system, by the way, Harman Kardon. Yeah, I even asked them, said, guys, why didn't you put Harman Kardon in here? And they were like, I don't know, but it's Harman Kardon. I was like, okay, put the logo. So when we went to the back seat and I took a look at that third row, I was like, how do we get to the back? All you do is pull on this handle over here, and then the seats will slide forward, and then you just need to go ahead and slip into the back. So if you've got some kids, yep, they'll have enough room. But if you got some adults, it's going to be a tight squeeze. But I think, this is more for like the family, All right, so now we're going to go and sit down inside the vehicle. And back over here, you can see that we've got a screen so that we can control the AC. Got off, auto, and then you can also control whether the air just comes from the front or also to your feet, because you need to keep your feet nice and cool. You've also got some pockets right over here. And, I should also show you the armrest. So if we pull the armrest down, boom, you've got two cup holders right over here. Put this back up, and you'll see that on the top, we've got... Not only is it a beautiful day, but we've got some AC vents. So you got AC in the middle row too. Typically cars in this price range don't have automatic mirrors for all of mirrors. I'm saying mirrors, I should say windows. Don't have automatic windows with all of the windows. Okay. Also, when we take a look at the top, you can see they got this huge panoramic roof. You can also open up the front section of your sky roof. Can I just mention that I was also impressed at the fact that they gave us some floor mats? That's really nice that they give it. I was like, hey, does that come with the vehicle? They're like, yeah, it does. So yeah, look at that. Even in the back, you can see the floor mats. Take a look at that. Cool. It's included. One of the things to go ahead and mention is that when you step away from the vehicle with the key in your pocket, it'll automatically lock. And when you step close to the vehicle, it'll automatically open. So you don't even need to touch to open. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we take a look at the door over here, again, similar to the back seats, you've got that suede, you've got that faux wood, you've also got some of that leather over here, you got your speakers, you've also got a second tweeter over here, a smaller speaker, then you've got your memory seats, so you've got 3 different modes to save, or settings to save, and then this is how you set to save each mode. So, one for me, one for the wifey, and then one for... that I don't know, that's for no one, it's just me and the wifey, nobody else. Alright, so the vehicle's on right now, and I turned it on not only because it's a little bit hot right now, but I wanted you to listen to how quiet the cabin is. And this is with the AC on. And also, I wanted to mention that when you turn your car on, you also have this projection lamp on the mirror that projects onto the floor the GAC logo, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. Alright, so when it comes to the overall design, you can see that everything looks nicely organized, to be honest. You've got this curve over here, you've got that screen over there, you've got your AC on the left and the right of the screen, but you've also got AC over there and there too. if we go ahead and take a look at this general cluster, you can see you got that piano black over here. So if this is what you like that glossy thing, then there you go. You've got your hazard lights. You've got some quick access buttons. So this is all touch. However, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and control certain features or access quick menus just by tapping these buttons. You've got a speech button over here, so you can talk to your vehicle. You can be like, hey, take me to McDonald's, need my chicken nuggets. That's the button that you use. You've got a call, answer, and hang up. Then you've got your set, your tune. You've also got a quick mute, and that's pretty important. Sometimes you just want to mute real fast because you want to talk to someone. You know what I mean? Kids are in the back. They're not listening to you because you listen to music. So you put mute. Like, calm down. Okay? Then over here, you've got your AC functions, auto, off. You've got, of course, your defogger, your heater as well. You've also got the defoggers that don't affect just the back, but also your side mirrors. This is how you can control the fan speed. You've got your AC, your temperature. Now, one of the things that I think is really impressive, and I did not expect, is the fact that you've got 3-zone control for the AC. So, if I go ahead and tap on 3-zone, that lets me adjust the driver, the co-pilot, and the rear with different temperatures. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you want, just like real quick, boom, boom, boom. Or if you just want to turn it off, you can turn it off by touching the button or the touchscreen, and now everything is in sync. So yeah, 3 different modes or 3 different climate control areas. You can also go ahead and just tap on this this button down over here if you want to tap on the rear, and now you can just control the rear AC. So again, these buttons are over here if you want to go ahead and control just the driver's side. These buttons over here, this is so that you can have interior circulation or you can bring in the air from outside. Now down over here, this is where I put my phone at the moment, and the reason was to demonstrate that we've got Qi wireless charging. So all you need to do, put your phone, charge it. And you can turn on or turn off the wireless charging by touching this button over here. See? Easy. Alright, so what else do we have over here? We've got this button. If we push this button on the screen, you'll see that it says manual, winter, normal, or eco. So you can go ahead and choose between the different drive modes, and typically I guess people would leave it on eco and just on normal. Alright, then you've got this button over here, and when you go ahead and tap that, the screen automatically changes and it shows you what's in front of you, and you've got that bird's eye view. Easy as that, with a little tap. Now over here we've got some other buttons too. It looks like we've got 2 options that we're missing, but you've got that Qi button, so you can turn off the Qi wireless charging if you wanted to. Then you've got this button over here, and this is why you need those cameras on the side, because when you're driving and you indicate and you have this on, what it'll do is it'll show you what's to your right on the screen as well. So you don't just rely on the side mirrors, but you've got that content on the screen too. Now they've got even more, to be honest. They've got the heated seats for the driver and the passenger. They've also got cooled seats, yes, ventilated seats. I love it, you need it when you're in the Middle East. Then when you take a look over here, you've got your electronic parking brake, and then you've also got your auto hold feature. If we take a look at the gear shifter, so what they've done is it's not this button that you push so that you can change gears. It's actually a lever in the front, which that's what you use so that you can change gears. What this is over here is just a button to allow you to change gears when you're in manual, Tiptronic style. So you can be like, oh yeah. So if you didn't want to use the paddles, you could go ahead and use these buttons. Finally, I wanted to go ahead and show you this. This is how you control your different terrains. Now this is on normal mode. This is in snow mode. This is in mud mode. And then this is in sand mode. We'll go back to normal. Now, some of you might be saying, wait a minute, but I've got a little bit of space here, to put some change, but where do I put my drinks? So you've got this over here. So when you slide this open, this is where you can put your drinks. But if we go ahead and open this up real quick, just go ahead and push this open, you'll see that you can slide this even further back, and then you've got some more cup holders. You can even stack them if you wanted to. So yeah, you've got that. You've got a power outlet over here too, and that's it. The rest of the space is all for you to put all of the stuff that you're going to forget about it. Just don't put your perfume. So yeah, if I wanted to go ahead and pull this down and I wanted to use this armrest even closer, there's another button over here. I push that lets me pull this a little bit forward, so I can put my hand just like that. Now guys, over here on the top, you'll see that you've got this power button over here. You push this so that you can activate or deactivate the special mode so that if somebody has like full beams behind you, it'll try to darken this so that you don't go blind. Also, up here, if we tap on that, you can go ahead and put your glasses. Yes, a glasses holder. Sometimes people don't mention these things, and I think it's important to mention it. You've also got your lights up here. So boom and boom. You've also got this link mode that says over here. You've got an SOS button, another light. Then you can go ahead and use this for the shade. You can go ahead and turn on all of the lights in the vehicle, so it turns on the ones in the back too. This is for the door mode, so that when you open up the door, the lights will turn on. This is if you want to go ahead and lift up this giant sunroof. Now let me show you what it looks like when I close it. So take a look at that, so you can see it's now nicely closing. And when you open it up, you can go ahead and either tilt it, or you can open up the front as well. From a safety point of view, we've also got curtain airbags right over there. You've got a passenger airbag over there. Of course, you've also got your main driver steering airbag. So that's pretty nice. You got some good safety going on. Now, the vehicle also has a number of different nice little features, such as ambient lighting. You've also got some hill start and hold control. You've got some hill down assist control. So you've got stuff that'll help you with your driving experience. Now, I can tell you, just simply moving the steering wheel when I was driving this for a while, yes, it's actually pretty smooth. Believe it or not, it's really smooth. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel and all the buttons that we've got. Yes, this is a heated steering wheel. You can hang up, you can answer. You've got all of the usual automatic, cruise control settings. You've got your buttons over here so that you can scroll through the different menu settings over there, which we'll do in just a second. You've also got this button over here so that you can turn on the speak assist. This is the quick mute. Also good that we have it, so you can quickly mute. And then, of course, this is to let you skip tracks and control the volume and change the music mode, entertainment modes. Again, this is what the stock looks like, so that you can go ahead and change your blinkers and your lights. And on the right hand side, you can see you've got your wiper control, and you can also control the rear too. Now, over here we've got a number of different buttons. This is for the left and the right, so we can adjust the mirror. So we've got automatic mirrors. Of course, you've also got, traction control. You've got your parking sensor on and off. This is how you can open up your trunk. This is how you can open up the petrol tank. And then, of course, this is for your descent, so that you've got that downhill control. Below these buttons right over here, we've got a cubby. Also very useful, and I feel like modern cars these days, I don't know why they remove it. Like, why? Why not just leave it? So yeah, it's good that we've got this. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the screen looks like. We've got radio, we've got music, we've got video, we've got pictures. So if we tap on the picture, what happens? Let's go ahead and tap on that. I need a media source. So that means I can go ahead and connect some devices if I wanted to go ahead and see some pics. Check out some pics. Pixar didn't happen. Then you've also got your phone. So you can tap on that so you can make some quick phone calls if you were connected to Bluetooth. Tap on the G on the top so you can go back to this page. We've got vehicle settings. You can see that you can adjust the heating and ventilation with the seats if you didn't want to use those buttons down there. If you swipe, don't forget you can swipe for the other settings. You've got your key memory so you can save certain settings. You've also got the easy entry so that the seats can move so that you can enter the vehicle easily. We go to driving assist. You've got the side blind zone alert. That's what I told you. You've got those cameras to help you with those alerts. And then you've also got steering wheel mode, standard or sport. So if we go ahead and tap on sport, I guess the steering wheel will be a little bit more responsive. If we tap on accessory, you can see you got the smart door. It says look, but it should say lock, and also smart door unlock. You've also got the remote unlock, so the doors can be unlocked by the remote key. Do you want all the doors, or do you just want the driver's door? So you can control that. I really like that they give you those settings. You can also choose to automatically lock the door when you go over 20 kilometers. Door unlock after the ignition is turned off. You've also got that smart tailgate, so open the tailgate when the smart key is nearby. You've also got the auto folding and unfolding of the outside mirrors. You've got the auto outside mirrors adjustment so that it can tilt when you're reversing. I like it when it does that. I should turn that on. You've also got manual outside mirrors adjustment, and then remote windows and moonroof control, so you can control it with your control key, your key fob. And then you've got your front wiper maintenance, which, by the way, they're wipers, yeah, by Bosch. Then we've got the lighting control where you can choose low, mid, or high. And then you've got the auto delay headlamps. And then you've got the daytime running lamps, which are set to on. I told you it looks like crystals. And then you've also got the smart welcome light. Let's go ahead and tap on the G again. We'll go take a look at system settings. So you can choose your language. You can choose the time and date. You want 24 hour. I usually set this to DMY because DMY is the master race. It's not MDY, it's DMY, day, month, year. You also have an equalizer here, so you can adjust between classic, pop, jazz, rock, or default, or you can customize. This is really set to high everything, so yeah, it's up to you to choose what you want. You can also set the gala mode, and then you've got your balance over here too. So yeah, there you go. You also have this volume on startup, so do you want the volume to also stay constant, or do you want it to be adaptive? So you can also adjust the button tone over here, your media volume during parking. You know, maybe like when you're in parking modes, you know, sometimes the people turn the volume down so they can focus. Yeah, you can do that with this vehicle too. And then you also have this lock, unlock whistle note. So you can have your car go beep beep if you want to or not. I don't. In the display, you've got your brightness, illumination, so you can have it on day mode, night mode, so it changes the darkness of the screen. This is how you can control Bluetooth. And you guys think that we're done, but we're not done. There's more settings that you can take a look at too. So we're going to go ahead, tap on this arrow over here. And now you can see you've got your media modes, you've got radio, and you've also got Apple CarPlay. Yep, Apple CarPlay in this vehicle too. I'm happy, especially since I've got a car that is like $500,000 riyals. That's like, what, $150,000, and it doesn't even have Apple CarPlay. Just saying. I guess the last part to talk about is this area over here, because in the gauge cluster, you've got these actual gauges for the RPMs and the speed, but you've got this digital screen in the center, and this goes ahead and shows you the temperature, you can see your fuel range, you can see your battery voltage, and your speed digitally if you wanted to. You've also got your current fuel economy, and short-term memory, long-term memory, tire pressure information too. And of course, you got to drive so that you can see that tire pressure information. You can see digitally on the left-hand side, you've got your engine temperature, you've got how much fuel you got digitally as well on the right-hand side. And remember when I told you can change your modes, so between manual, eco, winter, and normal, boom, this is what it looks like. You can also see how much range you have at the very bottom, as well as the gear that you're in. If I go ahead and tap on the right, you can see if you got any important system messages. One more time to the right, you can see I can see the vehicle information, where I can choose to see the outside temperature, the battery voltage, speed. I can choose what I want to see. Maybe I don't want to see all of this information. So yeah, you can turn things off if you wanted to. Then we've got trip information. So I can go ahead and reset the trip if I wanted. Backlight, I can control how strong the backlight is. You can choose your units. And then you can also go ahead and reset to factory settings. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the settings that you can control with this digital screen, or at least what you can see. All right, guys, so in terms of comfort as well, with the driver's seat, I've got 8-mode control, so I can control my lumbar as well as, of course, back and front. It's all electronic. And then you've got 4-way control with the passenger seat. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Lumbar support. Look at me, adjusting my lumbar right now. So my dear friends, that was a look at the GAC GS8 and guys, I think in terms of value, you're getting some pretty good value. So go ahead and find the information in the description down below. And guys, let me know, what did you think of this video? Again, as I like to mention, I like to focus on the features. If you did like the video and you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below as well, and think about subscribing too. And I really appreciate it. And if you have any feedback so that I can improve with my videos, please let me know, because I want to get better at this so that I can make more videos that'll satisfy you all. All right, guys. Thank you. Take care.